Hello everybody. The other night we were talking with some fighters about what I mean when I talk about snapping a shot forward, and it's ridiculously hard to describe properly, so I thought I'd make a short video to try to explain what I was discussing online with some visual references. So in SEA or other style sword fighting, a way to increase sword tip is to not be using a tight fist the entire time, because then your sword is locked into a 90-degree angle and it can't ever, you can kind of do some movement here, but not much. When I'm talking about snapping the weapon forward, I'm actually referring to something that comes out of two-handed sword techniques. And it basically comes from the fact that when you're making a sword chop forward, yes, you can do like this and use it again with a locked wrist motion and basically turn it into a giant axe. But if you want to increase your sword tip, you pivot around the middle of the handle by pulling back with this hand and pushing forward with this hand, which you see now, my arms aren't moving at all for the most part, and instead my hands are doing the work by one hand pulling back, one hand pushing forward, and the tip gets to go a whole lot faster. So locked wrist versus cuts, and just that. Then you translate that idea over to the sword. Now, the way I'm able to do that is I treat the first part of the hand as the upper hand, and the lower fingers on this hand are the same as the bottom hand had been. So my grip is usually something like this when I start a flat snap, and I start forward and then I push with I continue to push forward with the top of the hand, and then I pull the back end around. I bring the bottom two fingers into a closed fist so that I am in a closed fist position when I make impact with the target. Now, all of this motion that you're about to see is free, and you take all of that speed and you add it to your body mechanics of the shot so that it all adds together and makes for a faster shot, and in my opinion a crisper shot, which usually hits a little bit harder, sticks a little bit better. And a short example, which I hope you can see because of the way the lighting is, looks more like this. So not bending the wrist or having a locked wrist and a tight fist, I can still throw decently fast. But by opening the hand, and when I'm halfway there, I'm just going to close the hand and let that tip accelerate through the rest of the shot. Again, this is free. That doesn't cost me any arm or shoulder or body movement. This is just the last three fingers pulling the sword handle into the palm of my hand, so that when you add it all together, you end up with a much quicker shot than you would have gotten otherwise. Because this, again, is that cracking the whip. It's pushing forward with the top of the hand, pulling backwards with the bottom to accelerate the tip forward much faster, and hopefully giving you a much quicker shot, definitely, and a harder hitting shot. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below or contact me online. Hope that helped. Bye.